Hello everybody, TALBOT here, your resident tweeter and twitcher. Hello once again. So as promised, this is vlog 3 of episode 3 of Rise of the Empire. Here we go. First, thank yous out of the way. So thank you very much for those who tuned in live and watched the episodes live on our Twitch channel, because again, without your support it's not possible. For those who are currently watching on YouTube, clearly know what the Cortex channel is. So also thank you very much for your love and support. So carry on what you're doing, guys. For all my new Twitch followers, welcome aboard again. Thank you, because look, I can't thank you enough. Because without your love and support, again, none of this is possible. And we want to do this more regularly. I mean, let's face it. I mean, for instance, this vlog was supposed to be doing a lot sooner, but due to life commitments and other things, it's late. So in an ideal scenario, need to do this a lot more regularly. More content, more videos, more vlogs, more the Cortex guy doing daft and fun, crazy things for your entertainment. And your entertainment alone. And that's why we exist, and that's why we strive to do this on a regular basis. So keep up the hard work, ladies and gents, and thank you for your support. On to glitches and sound. Any picture? I think there were very few and far between. I think overall we were very satisfied with the overall product. Again, if there's anyone who thinks otherwise, then please let us know, because without your valued feedback, we aren't to know. So we will just carry on as normal. But I mean, from our sort of professional stance, is it professional, or as far as our knowledge is concerned, I think it went well. The sound, I'm aware it was tinny in parts, broken in some, but overall far better. And I think we're heading in the right direction in terms of productivity and quality. So here we are, vlog 3. So where did we leave it? So closing of episode 2, we had the Zakonik, which is Zakonik Erstad, the really dodgy looking fella of the 7th Eye Order. He had his grubby little hands up a rabbit. He didn't, he had his hands in the entrails of a rabbit, because this is a potent feast, and this is how the druids do the rituals and commune with the gods. So that's where we left it, and it's exactly where we pick up on episode 3. So here we have Erstad looking over the entrails, or looking through the entrails of the rabbit, and he makes his declaration. And what he declares is that the gods have spoken, Ulrich has spoken, and he has declared that King Bjorn, champion Alvar, needs to be sacrificed. Done. And along with it, the Queen and King Bjorn need to travel to the Drakenfell. And for those who are not familiar, the world or the environment, Drakenfell isn't a nice place. You are guaranteed 100% to get your things pinched. But again, you wouldn't worry about your things getting nicked or pinched, because, let's face it, you're going to end up dead. So no harm, no foul. So yeah, the gods have spoken, champion needs to be sacrificed, and King Bjorn and his queen with their unborn child needs to head to the Drakenfell and see the Hag Mother. And no one sees the Hag Mother, and no one goes to Drakenfell unless you want to end up dead. So what the gods have in store at the time, who knows? Nobody knew. So there were a lot of hush murmurs, a lot of dejected faces, predominantly from the king himself, because at the end of the day, this is grave news, because it means him. I mean, I don't think he cares so much about his own well-being. It's more his queen and his unborn child. But we'll get onto that in a minute. So Alvor then has this very heartfelt speech, how he's ready to give up his life for the king and queen, and it becomes apparent that there's history, because Alvor is an old champion, he's a veteran, but their ties, his allegiance to the king and queen, are far more rooted. There's obviously a lot of love there, and a lot of care and appreciation for the king and the queen, and clearly their unborn child. So Alvor declares that, look, I'm ready. This is my time. The gods have spoken, and what far better way to honour the king and queen, who I clearly love daily, and this is the best way to honour them. If my passing gives them peace, then so be it. So Olmoko, being one of the Soviet, played by Nevin, he stands up, he takes his place amidst the entrails of the rabbit, and just to confirm whether what the Zakonik Erstad said is true. Has he read it correctly? And he also declares that yes, in fact, that the Zakonik is true to his word. He has declared that it's exactly that the king needs to be, sorry, not the king, the king and the queen, but the king and the queen need to head to the Brackenfell, and Alvor the champion needs to be sacrificed. So what Erstad said is right. Olmoko clearly wants to discuss this further, so he asks Erstad to accompany him in a private meeting, to have this chat in private, as it were. In passing, he passes Karadak, who was obviously played by Moi, and he asks very quickly and very briefly, successful? To which Karadak responds, yes and no. And if you watch episode 2, you will know exactly why he said yes and no. Yes, it was successful, sort of, because he found something, but largely no, because he clearly didn't carry out the task as requested. But we'll get onto that in a while. So yes and no, successful. So Olmoko guides Erstad to his room, and they continue to chat in private, where the ever-present Karadak stands outside guarding the room to ensure that they have complete 100% privacy. And when Karadak means privacy, clearly he wants to listen on, because look, although Karadak understands that he has no politics, he has no business in Semnothai politics, ultimately his ears, knowledge is power, right? So Karadak needs knowledge. So the only way he can get knowledge is by standing outside doors and listening and eavesdropping. So he does that very keenly, very, very keenly. So the Olmoko and Erstad continue on with the discussion, and Olmoko immediately goes on the offensive and asks Erstad, look, Erstad, what's going on? Because I've also read the entrails of the rabbit, and it's not what it says. So spill the beans, man. What's going on? To which Erstad responds that, look, you're right. This comes from the very top, from the Visok Ingvar, who is, if you have forgotten, Visok Ingvar is the most powerful man in this world right now. The Semnothai rule everything, and he is the head of the Semnothai, so the big boy. So Erstad claims that Ingvar's instructions are clear, that he needs to find a way to rid of the problem, and the problem right now is Alvor and King and the Queen. So basically the unbroken lineage right now is the problem. And if we cast our minds back to episode 1 at the council meeting, it was clear for all to see, right? Ingvar sees Bjorn as a threat. He is a threat because, and we witnessed this single-handedly, Karadak and Olmoko, that his diplomatic prowess is there for everybody to see. When Olmoko was there last, it was just a mere village. And now we have it just in a few years. It's a bustling city full of market and trade, and integration is very much very much strong. So he's clearly, Ingvar has right to be concerned that he has power to unite people, and he's doing it already, and he needs to go in order for the Semnothai to regain some sort of control and power. So hence why the reading is as it is. So it's complete rubbish, it's complete made up, and at which point Karadak is standing outside thinking, what on earth am I listening to? What am I hearing? So this is made up. So at what point do the Semnothais actually commune with the gods? This is what Karadak is thinking at this point. The Semnothai are supposedly supposed to speak on behalf of the gods. So if they are lying, what else are they lying about? You know? They continue on with the conversation inside, and Umako takes his leave. And there's almost a brief comical moment where Umako approaches the door, but because Karadak is so engrossed in eavesdropping, he forgets to open the door for his master. And we have this awkward moment where Umako standing outside with the door firmly open, saying, what? Am I the doorman here? What do I pay you for? Umako then asks to speak with Karadak in private to discuss his findings. His findings. So Umako and Karadak then chat in private. Karadak hands him over his findings. He goes into his breastplate and pulls out the parchment and hands it over to his master and says, look, this is what I found. Umako reads it, and it's exactly as Karadak thought. It is deeds to a property. It clearly means that Erstad has his grubby hands into more pies than he can handle. Clearly, he's up to no good. That is clear. However, we have this moment where, will he, won't he? Will Karadak spill the beans? Will Karadak tell his master the truth? Did he find out what's inside the chest? Because, let's face it, Karadak could have said, it's locked. He didn't get a chance. Whatever. He could have made absolutely anything up. So, will he, won't he? Well, if you watched the episode, then you know that Karadak did spill the beans. He confessed because, you know, he's has morals, and he's an honest warrior, and he tells his master, look, I didn't look inside the chest as you requested. So at that point, he does get a very he gets an ear bashing. That's what he gets. And Umako makes it abundantly clear that, look, I need to find out what's inside the chest. He's clearly hiding something, and that is right now the main focus. Don't get sidetracked, Karadak. Alright? This is the main focus right now. Find out what's inside the chest. Karadak says, yeah, 100% master. I'm not going to let you down. Alright? This time we've got it. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to find out I'm going to go far and beyond to find out what's inside the chest. So we left it at that. So we all take our leave, and Umako then joins his two friends, King Bjorn and Alvar the champion. They meet at the Great Hall where they have a chat in private. So the feast is very much still ongoing, although to a rather dejected looking king, clearly, because he's not happy with what the gods have declared. You know, I mean, King Bjorn is all about the gods. He respects the gods' words, the wishes, and whatever. However, what he does not understand is why does a god want to sacrifice the unborn child? That's what he doesn't understand. So they continue in private, at which point Karadak, he approaches the champion Alvar with an ale and says, "Look, can I borrow you for a moment?" To a rather looking puzzled Umako, his master's almost thinking, "What is he up to? This is not like Karadak. He doesn't socialize, and why does he want to chat with the champion?" So that's that. So Alvar agrees. He joins Karadak in a private chat. Karadak, he doesn't hold back. This is a part of Karadak which the viewers, you guys and ladies, will have never seen before. And this is all part of the evolution of Karadak, I guess. It's a side not seen before, not seen yet. And he doesn't hold back. He questions Alvar's decision to say, he asks him whether he is 100% sure about the decision that he's made. Because as far as Karadak is concerned, remember, he was standing outside the door. Yeah? He was standing outside the door listening in, and he knows it's complete rubbish. It's a lie. So here he is questioning Alvar, making sure that he is 100% categorically sure that this is exactly what he wants to do. He also asks that this could be a word of a man. This may not be the word of God. It could be a word of a madman. How far do you trust the Zakhanik? Alvar agrees. Look, I don't trust the Zakhanik. But what he also, interestingly enough, questions is that, hang on a minute. My friend Ulmako and your master also looked at the entrails, and he also confirmed that Zakhanik Erstad is correct. Which puts Karadak in a little bit of an awkward position, but he's very clear that, look, no, I trust Ulmako 100%. Clearly he doesn't want to go into depth because let's not forget in the first episode we also met Tal, the god. Yes, Tal the god, who has his own agenda, and we have Karadak and Ulmako have their own duty. Sort of side mission, work of gods that they need to do and carry out. So he didn't want to spill the beans completely. So no, he says, look, no, I trust the master. I trust my master, but I don't trust the Zakhanik. So he clearly has his own agendas. But you're a madman. I don't understand why you're doing this. Alvar, being Alvar the champion, he's a loyal servant, which he has served the king and the king before him, King Bjorn's father, for numerous years. And he says, look, I respect what you're doing. However, I feel my time is up. I mean, I'm too old to die in battle, so look, my time is now. If I go now, he could go on the street and get taken out by a child. That probably won't happen. He's not that soft, I imagine, but you get the idea. His time is up. This is his moment. Whether it's a lie, whether it's truth, it doesn't matter. If his death appeases the gods or the king and the queen, he's ready. He's ready to give up his life. And they have this heartfelt moment where he almost embraces Ulmako again. Alvar embraces Karadak. He places his hand and clasps his shoulder, something Karadak is not used to. He did that in episode 1. Maybe Karadak sees a connection with Alvar. Who knows? Is this connection... Does he see him as a champion and respects him as a champion, or is there something else there? He does not know yet. Because I play the character, I'm telling you, he does not know. As far as Karadak sees it, he sees Alvar as a champion, and he respects that this is a man who has a lot of stories to tell, and it would be just utterly wasted if he was to die for no apparent reason. That is why Karadak says, "You're an old fool, and I don't understand it," and he doesn't. So they toast and they part company. Alvar joins his friends again at the table when Karadak then decides to have a mooch around, have a look. What he's hoping for is for Erstad to leave so he can go into the room and inspect the contents of the chest. He doesn't leave, so what does he do? Does he wait and make sure that he carries out the duties of his master? No. What he does do is he leaves. He heads to the docks. He heads to a bar and gets a pint. Oh no, in between that he grabs a cloak and he dons a cloak to go into stealth mode, because clearly Karadak is great at that. He's a rogue. We've established, right, in episode 1 and 2 that he's a rogue. So here we have Karadak in a bar, looking very awkward, standing at the bar, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to socialize. He gets a drink, but he has no money because, let's face it, he has no understanding of monetary value because he's a warrior. He gets everything given to him. And obviously he has that fear factor. He is a Vactari. People are afraid of him. So regardless, he gets a passerby, another clansman, buys him a drink. He has this sort of moment where the clansman spots him. Karadak is very confused by this because he's like, how have you spotted me? I'm not a Vactari. Can you not see? I'm in stealth mode. I'm in a cloak. Yeah, like I say, he's not a rogue. He doesn't understand stealth, and he's spotted. We have this awkward moment where Karadak asks the barman to leave his own business, his own premises, before asking for another pint. The barman obliges without even asking him or questioning him for money. He gives him a drink, the second drink, and we have a very awkward looking Karadak who finishes the first drink, finishes the second drink, and he takes his leave. So he does, to the relief of the barman, to the relief of the entire bar. Yeah, the Vactari takes his leave. Everyone sort of breathes a collective sigh of relief. Karadak then decides to investigate the chest, does he? No, he does not. What he does instead, he heads to the other side of the market and goes to the tents of pleasure, as they are now called. Visits the ladies of the night, and let's face it, this is strictly work basis only. This isn't for fun, chaps. And guys and girls, you need to understand this is for work. That's why Karadak is there, and he wants to appease his master. So what better way to do it than to visit the ladies of the night, right? Yeah. So here we have it. So we have Karadak who goes inside the tents of pleasure, as they are now called. He assumes, what he assumes is that Erstad clearly has a lady friend, right? He has a lady friend. They heard that in the earlier episodes. And where better place to look into the slave girls, right? He assumes that these where the slave girls are kept, and this is why he's here, just to clarify and clear that up for the viewers. Going, what's Karadak doing? He's a complete idiot. And it's clear, it's also for Nevin's purpose, because Nevin we don't get a chance to do this, and these vlogs are an opportunity for us to sort of have some afterthoughts. So here's some afterthoughts. So Karadak, this is the reason why Karadak's doing that. So he's out to look for the mystery girl. He asks to meet with who's in charge. He finds out the man in charge is Arvid. Arvid is somebody who's not local. He's a traveller, someone who Karadak has never seen before, of the lights he's never seen before. The sort of the darkened skin. So he's someone from somewhere else completely alien to Karadak, because let's say character's not socialised. He has no internal monologue, and he chats and talks out loud, irrespective of who is around listening and otherwise. So we have this moment where Arvid sits down with Karadak, and Karadak goes on the offence and said, look, I want to know where the girl is. What girl? There's a girl who's here. I want to know who she is. Erstad. Yeah, Erstad the Zakonik. He comes here. He's a visitor of yours. Yes, great. He meets a girl. I want to know who the girl is. Okay, Arvid asks, who's the girl? What does she look like? I don't know. Okay, how do you know she's here? I've got an idea. So you get what I mean. He has no idea of interrogation. No interrogation tactics, no stealth tact at all. No, he's not a detective, let's face it. So, Arvid, he also lets slip that there's a secret way in and out of the Great Hall, which was awkward enough. So at the point where I said, I shouldn't have said this. No internal monologue. Yeah, example of it. So just say it as you see it. That's how Karadak does it. Says it how he sees it. So here's Karadak telling Arvid that, look, there's a girl that comes and visits Erstad's private quarters because there's a... I know, I've seen the secret way in and out. Oh, there's a secret way in and out, is there? Yes, there's a secret way in and out. Shouldn't have said that. But I did. Holy crap. Yeah. So he asks Arvid to look into it because Arvid is a businessman. He runs the Ladies of the Night, and knowledge for him is power. So they make a deal, so to speak. And the deal is that you find the girl, you get dirt on Erstad, and you have an upper hand. And that's what you want. The Zakonik right now, as things stand, is the most powerful man in the city. And if you've got dirt on the powerful man in the city, that puts you in a good position, Arvid. So he asks Kardak to come back in 24 hours and hopefully he'll get to the bottom of it and try and locate this mystery girl. He offers Kardak a gift. The gift, she takes him to a private tent and she throws aside the drapes and leaves the rest to your imagination. Strictly business, okay? Strictly business. Okay, Nevin? Back in Ulmacor's quarters, in his room, he prepares a ritual to commune with the gods before he sets off to sleep. Because remember, he communes with the gods often when he goes off to sleep. So he has this elaborate ritual, if you call it, whatever Ulmacor does. He does not know Semnathai business Kardak, so he prepares this ritual and to get some guidance regarding the Hag Mother. So while he's there on his knees by the fire, he blacks out and he goes straight into a vision. He sees, in his vision, he sees a silhouette. He sees a raised cabin in the swamp and a silhouette in a moonlight. He sees a shaft in the moonlight of the silhouette of Buso. Now, remember, Buso is the Thane. The Thane is the Vaktari, the head of the Vaktari, my boss. So he sees Buso, the head of the Vaktari, with his eyes black like the void itself, and the smell of burnt flesh on fire is very prominent. Ulmacor awakes and he realizes that he's been knelt down by the fire, which is now burnt out for some time. He's in a lot of pain, a lot of agony, so he manages to bring himself to his feet and make his way to the bed. He immediately goes into another vision and awakes with a startle, heart racing, drenched in his own sweat, awakened by this horrific nightmare. What does he see in this vision? He sees the twin-tailed comet. One breaks off and heads to the east to the mountains, and the other smaller part hits the city of Reichdorf. But this is not what causes the alarm. What causes the alarm is that he sees a thick green light of Mosley, and that is spreading across mankind. And he sees the cities, the light of mankind dwindle and be snuffed out like candles. And that's what he sees. A green hordes of the green skin taking out and destroying man, and they all congregate at the Semnathai enclave. And upon the enclave you have this standalone figure standing amongst the greenish horde of orcs, the green skin, a tall humanoid figure down in purple and black clad armour. And as Ulmacor turns, he faces and sees Ingvar, the Visok. And he orders, he orders his death. And that is where we left it. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, the dum, dum, dum moment is Ulmacor discovers from his vision, if it's a vision, could be a nightmare, that the path he's treading, one I can assume, is that it's going to lead to his inevitable death, and that Ingvar, the Visok, is clearly, or maybe up to some naughties, so to speak. And that's it, viewers, and that was the end of episode 3. So we will pick up episode 4 this Sunday. 1400 BST, same time, same place, you know where it is. Click the link above, same old, same old. And hopefully you can all join us live. And if you don't join us live, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Cortex Group YouTube channel, where all our videos, all these vlogs, anything else that we do in a mid-weekly session will be on there. So yeah, the mid-weekly sessions, I mean, we've done one recently where we play tested Munchkin, so it was just an opportunity for us to get together and have a bit of a laugh, and it gives an opportunity for you to join us live, get to see what we're doing, and we will be doing this on a mid-weekly basis also. So not only will we be live every Sunday at 1400 BST doing roleplay, we will also be live doing some other crazy stuff. Like for instance, Thursday gone, we've just done the Munchkin review game, board game, tabletop games. But for next Thursday, we are hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to be hitting the Xbox One, and we're going to be doing Cortex versus Battlefield 4. I hope I got that right, because I'm not a gamer, so you can expect a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of tears probably. You know, I say blood, sweat, and tears. They're probably going to be a lot of them from me because I'm not a gamer in that sense, so it's all going to be a lot of fun. But look, this is what it's about. It's about the Cortex guys, the group getting together, having a laugh. So tune in to the Cortex channel on the Thursday, where we'll be doing Battlefield 4 on the Xbox. So again, the video will be uploaded onto YouTube. So if you're watching YouTube or if you're watching live, thank you for your love and support. Subscribe, follow. You know my Twitter handle at oh my god, what's my Twitter handle? At @Talbot_Cortex. Yes, at @Talbot_Cortex. You can give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share, subscribe to YouTube, tune in to all our live sessions. And remember, live sessions are an opportunity for you to talk to us live and join in on the fun. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Talbot signing out, and you know the slogan now. I don't have the wolf. I'm really sorry. I'm not wearing it, chaps. But if you see the wolf, I'll be around somewhere. You see the wolf, you follow the whack. You follow the whack. No, you don't. Yeah, we all whack jobs. Clearly we're whack jobs, but you follow the pack. See the wolf, follow the pack. Talbot signing out. Thank you.